pockets of floating gas in various places. They're trying to breed these little moving packets, but can't do much about that for now. It'll be fine. How are we for germs up here? Starting to get a little bit germy. I might just slap down a couple of deodorizers. Because why not? I think that's what we'll do. Beautiful. How is the base looking? We're okay for now. We're not the worst. We're not the best. 2.6 tons of refined iron. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Right, now that this is done, we can drop this level down a little bit, and we can actually get some of this water. We'll put a few more... who's suffocating now? This is not ideal. Once all this water's gone, we'll stop a lot of this, but for now, we're having a few issues. Let's get this dug out as well. Let's get all that tidied out. And we're going to dig out you as well. It's going to be a little bit stinky for a while, but they'll be alright. Stupid phone, I just got the alert. Sorry, buddy. I even went into Discord and shouted you. Skirt around the twats, pure wisdom. It's kind of how it is. In the base with the air, there's no need to have a lot of air. What? If they aren't in the base, there's no need to have a lot of air. Yeah, exactly. Managed to fix the Atmos suit's problem, replaced a load of copper airflow tiles with iron ones. Now I can safely access oil for the first time. Excellent work, Shackle. Excellent work, buddy. I would have probably recommended have a look at what your manual gens and stuff. Any early game stuff that you've normally built out of copper, that's normally a good course as well. I should have said that earlier. I just thought, oh fuck. Excellent work though. I'm glad you figured it out. Stop suffocating everyone. Come on. Okay. I kind of want to dig this little spire of shit out. We'll get all this down. How are we doing down here? We've got plenty of space. A bit of water here, a bit of water there. We'll get this dug out as well, fuck it. Boop! That will be good. Right, this needs to be capped, so let's start thinking about this. We'll probably cap it in the same way we normally do. I don't know what we'll do for cooling on this actually. It's only 110 degrees, the steam. I should probably have a look at what this one is. Let's have a little dig through here. Let's see if we can get a bit more vision. See what we're looking at up here. Does anyone know when the preview build usually drops? It's normally... Scyther, why? It's normally a couple of weeks, or a week before the release actually comes out. Generally. Oh, is this not... Oh, it is a geyser. Thank fuck for that. I thought it was going to be like a troll ruin then or something. We found a another vacillator over here as well, I think. Which is pretty sweet. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's start digging out all this crap. Do this with a 6. Could do with mopping this, but I think it's going to be too much. 335. It's another cool steam vent. 110 degrees. 3 kilos. 666 seconds of every 1020. That doesn't sound too bad either, to be honest. Okay, so we've got some cool steam vents. That's pretty cool. That's pretty handy. Aspire with shit when you dump a log so magnificent. This stands proud, even in the toilet water. Great work, Camo. How about a chimney-like flue built up from that steam geyser? A chimney-like flue? That's not a bad idea, actually. I see what you mean. So chimney, like a chimney coming up here, and then maybe some cooling plates and something running through to cool it. That's not a bad idea. There's many different ways of dealing with your steam turbines, your steam geysers. Whilst these are cool vents, so I need to do a little bit of spam here. Whilst these are cool vents, we don't need to actually provide that much cooling, which is pretty sweet. Okay, I managed to get a mop command in there, which is fuck you bastard, which is fine. We can get some refined metal. I just thought we can get some refined metal from here if we get up there as well. That'd be nice. Excellent work, everyone. Solid effort. Okay. It's fucking bouncing back and forth. There must be a tile of breathable gas up here. See how these are ping-ponging back and forth? So the dupe thinks they can breathe it and then it moves and then they go back, and that's what makes them jump back and forth on ladders. It's a really old bug. I wish they'd just pick a packet and ensure they get it, but it doesn't work like that, sadly. Fell asleep in a bleach pocket, gotta love that, yeah. Still better when they fall asleep in an oil pool. Can you make and use glass in the game right now? You've been able to make glass for a while, but it normally crashed your games if you ever actually made it. And did some very weird things. You can't use it for anything, but I'm assuming there's going to be like mechanical benches added to the game at some point. Like engineering benches kind of thing. This puffed is going to create some problems for me. Let's get all this water mopped up. This puffed is going to give me lots of slime lump if I'm not careful. Which sucks a little bit. How much water's in here now? We're at like 8,000, between 8 and maybe 12,000 per tile. I think I had one packet that was much larger a second ago. Yeah, I've got a lot of water in there. That's cool. I can't do shit about that puffed. Might as well enable this. I don't even know where he's gone. Here he is. Maybe we can just keep him alive with this little bit of polluted oxygen for now. Until we can wrangle him somewhere later. Or lure him somewhere rather. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of this piss fountain and then we can crack on a little bit. We've got more water up here. Holy shit. How the fuck has water got there? Don't quite understand how that's happened. I don't know how water's got on here and here. Unless it must have been splashing around or something. Pass. I don't know. Right, are we mopping? Is anyone mopping yet? No? Bastards. Had a gold volcano make glass from sand, fed it to the hatches. Nice. Yeah, you used to be able to make it a long time ago before they'd even rumoured or hinted at a lot of the things in the game. There used to be a lot of stuff in the debug menu that you could make but couldn't do anything with. And normally if you made them, it crashed your world, that was it. You'd made an element that was not meant to be in the game and your world wouldn't do very well for very long. But I think nowadays a lot of the elements that you can spawn in debug, you can potentially make. Not all of them, but some of them. And it won't have any negative effect on your game. Just, you might not be able to store it, you might not be able to put it somewhere. It's nice that this is so cold up here. There shouldn't be too many germs left up there when we dig that out. Need to get up here and deal with this. On a plus note, it's come with its own little pocket of hydrogen, which is going to be nice for cooling it. Just slap a fucking Weezwort up here and a pump and that's it done. It's pretty solid. Okay, 12 cycles till that needs doing. Why is no one mopping? Is it because I've got nobody assigned to tidy or something? What does mopping come under? Sweep, mop and disinfect objects within the colony. Who do I want to assign as my professional piss mopper? Oh, it's got to be Slosh Sloth. I mean, it sounds so right. Go, go, go. Where is he? Excellent. I think the encyclopedia has a lot of unused elements in it. Another streamer got a compressed gas canister from uprooting a Weezer. Sign of stuff to come. That always happens. That always happens, Dying Crow. If the Weezwort is uprooted whilst it's got something inside it, that's just how the gas is handled. Carly Brosso, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if ever you dig up a Weezwort and it's got gas inside it at the time you dig it up, it'll emit it on the floor as a little canister. That's just how it's handled. It's the same as if you deconstruct a building that's got a liquid or a gas inside it, it'll drop you a little canister of that gas or liquid generally. Or depending on the machine, some of them just spill it out. But yeah. How are you not running out of algae? I'm just digging out slime biomes, Jack. Thank you very much for the follow the other night, by the way. You did tickle me up with your name. Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm just digging out slime biomes. Slime biomes are full of algae, so because we're going hunting for all this water, I'm just sort of getting it as a byproduct. We dug out this algae biome at the start, this slime biome, and we do have some big pockets of it here and there as well, like up here and around here. So, don't know. Just keeping my dupes busy, as I say. There's never any idle dupes as a rule. If there is, I build something big. That's generally how it goes. Okay, let's get rid of all this shit. I think I'm going to leave all this slime and gubbins here for now for when we want to run piping later. I'll get rid of this shit that's in here. I think. I'll get rid of the shit inside the base, but for the rest of it, we'll leave this stuff. Because we're probably going to run pipes down the outside of the base and stuff, and it'll just save us a bit of a job later. Which is fine. Cool. And now we'll just get that sealed up. And now we're somewhat shielded on this side of the base now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do the same thing up here eventually. It's just so I've got a marker for later on how wide I'm going to go. Get rid of you actually. Cool. I used to get those. Had a bed bug at the start of my current game. Everything I did to move the dupe to a new bed crashed the game. PC restart fixed? That's weird. Hey, I'm starting. How do I get water when the pre-generated sources get empty? Pedro, welcome to the stream, buddy. You need to find something like this, a cool steam vent or a water geyser. Or if you've got polluted water kicking around, you can use a water sieve to purify some of that into nice clean water. But you normally need a geyser of some sort if you want a sustainable supply. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing soon. In fact, we're going to start doing this now because I need it done now. So I'll basically do a little build now and show you how to cap a geyser if you want, buddy. I think we're pretty chill in the base. I don't think there's any major problems at the minute. We do need some algae and stuff, but we'll get a bit digging this out, so it's fine. There's a lot of slime down here as well that I'm going to want to collect at some point. Let's knock the top off this so that we can get back and forth. Look how happy Mex is. Look at him. I just love how he sort of floats around with his arms, like dead happy and content. It tickles me up. Right, so we're going to want ladders on both sides just to make this easy. Let's see, so 2 out. Something like this. I think we'll try a different build. We'll try the build that you suggested before with the spire coming off the top. Why not? So, what are we thinking? I don't really think this is going to need that much cooling, you know. I really don't. I wonder if we could do it with a little conveyor system. Okay. Let's slap a few ladders in here to make sure nobody gets stuck. We're going to dig up here. Let's do quite a fun build, an over-the-top size build. Why not? Now I'm probably going to build another one of these tanks over here. So I'm going to get that queued up as well. So we want 2 wide gaps. That's going to be there. Between sieving polluted water and generating more out of it for other stuff, there's a tight balance here. So let's give you more water than you put in. Yeah, they do. It's negligible, the amount they give you. That's the only problem. You don't get very much bonus water. Likewise, if you've got lots of pure water, you can turn it into polluted water with showers. But again, that doesn't really generate you anything. It just gives you something for another purpose. Toilets give you so little. I'm sure it's something like 7 kilos per visit or something. I mean, it's quite a big shit, don't get me wrong, but it's still only like 7 kilos. Right, let me just work this out, and then I can leave them to build this as well. So, just like we did before with the polluted water overflow tank here, we're going to make one for hot water, because we want to store the geyser water even when... Besides my pump here. Even when... we don't need it. We want to store the excess because geysers obviously have the dormancy period, so we need to make sure that's accounted for. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll dig out all this shit as well whilst we're at it. Dig that out in case anybody gets stuck. And then we can worry about digging the rest out later. That'll be fine. So we'll do that. Don't want this to be a 9. I don't know why I've done this as a 9. All this can be an 8, and this can all be an 8 as well. Cool. In fact, a 7. Let's get rid of all this stuff. It's going to be quite a bit of digging up here, but it'll be fine. We're going to release a load of chlorine down here, which sucks a little bit, but it shouldn't really be a problem. We've got 10 cycles to get this done, so that'll be fine. Okay, this one's starting to get a bit hot up here, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. And this one, we could actually just slap a pump in. This doesn't need any cooling whatsoever. So this is a job that we can do whenever we want, really. So slap an Atmos sensor in here, even though we're not worried about it just yet. I want an Atmos sensor in here for later, so we can control this pump, and we'll just let them do this at some point. Should be fine. Need a few ladders in here. That should give them access to everything. And we'll make this. We'll make all this a 6 for now. Cool. I can't do anything about this starving puff, and it's driving me crazy. The stress is starting to creep up as well. Who's the most stressed at the minute? Scyther. Why is he so stressed? Why is he so stressed? Son of a bitch. Isn't this water tank too big? Dommy, what do you mean? I've missed a lot of stuff here, sorry. It's also double the amount you put in, really? Does it double it? Are you sure? I thought they only output like fucking 7 kilos or something. Let's have a look. Where is it? Lavatory. Water, 5 kilograms per use. Oh, it outputs 11.7. So it's... Oh no, it is. It's. I thought it was like 7 kilos. So it's 6.7 kilos. Yeah, it's just not very much. Like, if you had, 10 dupes, you're looking at what, 60 kilos? It's not very much, that's all. The water tank too big. I don't know what you mean. What's the temperature difference between the cool steam vent and the regular steam vent? You've already answered it, cool. It's cooler than the normal one, seems legit to call it cool. Yeah, it's the cooler of the two. I've just realised actually I meant to leave that tile free. And that tile free. Get that dug out. So I'll tell you what we'll do, just to make this easier, we'll do this bit first. And we'll just get everybody in here smashing this first. We're also going to need a liquid vent as before. And we'll need our pump, which can go in here. How did I do it before? Yeah, pump coming out the top. I don't know where we're going to do our electrolyzer build yet, but I'll just slap this in the same sort of way. The only thing is, I think our cool water is going to be coming from over here, isn't it? So maybe we'll do this one slightly differently. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So that'll be fine. And then we'll also need our hydro switch again, just to keep it so we can toggle it on and off. And then the last thing we'll need is a bit of power. And I'd recommend any of you that haven't tried this build before, go for it. It's really, really convenient. It does just make life a lot easier when it comes to worrying about a liquid storage tank. And especially with the changes to geysers now, the fact that, you know, you really do need to make the most of your geyser output. You want an overflow tank, like you just do. If you don't, you'll struggle. Okay, so now we need to put our bottle empty up here. Drop in a few bits of oil. We'll do a little cheeky sweep. In fact, all that can be done, can't it? New slush guys are amazing. They are amazing. We had one of them in our other playthrough. It's really, really powerful. More dupes, more toilets. Yeah, it's just it's a small amount that they output. Genuinely, like I have done like vomit comet builds in the past and stuff, and relying on dupe output, and it is a fine amount. Like it just is, but it's not impossible. It's just it is again. It's water balancing, as you say. All right, let's see how much oil we've got access to. Whilst I think on 680 kilos. It's not very much. Only got our one little slickster down there, the little slickster that could. Let's get all this shit mopped up whilst I think on. Excellent. Beautiful. Cool. Can be done in the future. This is going to be the next project because we are running out of time on this now. 9 cycles, so we'll get this water tank built. This is not a big deal in fairness, but we'll get this finished first. They can reach that from outside, that can be reached from here. I thought maybe the cooler vent has a hat and glasses or something. Oh. 200 dupes going to the lavatory once for you to get 1 full tile of water surplus. This is what I was getting at. I mean the central tank of water in your base. It'll take a while to get full. Dupes will use the hot water for anything else than cooking. No, this is just our starting water. This is just our starting water, dummy. We collected it all in one place. So this was our starting 20-degree water. This will pretty much just stay here forever. We'll use up a bit more obviously before we're done, but no, this is just a big mass of cooling in the middle of the base. That's all this is. I generally like to collect my starting water into one place so that I can keep an eye on it and make sure we don't run out and stuff like that. Let's just see how much oil we've got in here. 200 kilos. We'll put one more bottle in just to be safe, and then we'll close this up. We'll put part of the bottle in anyway. That'll be fine. There we go. So this becomes active in 10 cycles.